Shiann Salmon and Andrenette impress in women's 400-meter hurdles heats at the Jamaica National Trials. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to go. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, Jamaica's Shiann Salmon and Andrenette were very impressive in their respective heats in today's women's 400-meter hurdles senior prelims. The finals takes place tomorrow. Andrenette walked away with the fastest qualifying time, a time of 54.41, ahead of Shiann Salmon, who won in a time of 55.35, ahead of Genevieve Russell, who ran 55.13, and Rochelle Clayton in fourth, who ran 55.73 to qualify. In Heat 1, it was Shiann Salmon who took down the world's fourth fastest for the 2023 season so far, the remarkable Rochelle Clayton, in that heat. It was Rochelle Clayton who led for the first 300 meters of Heat 1 in the women's 400-meter hurdles. But Shiann Salmon bided her time and ran a brilliant last 150, clipping the fourth fastest woman for the 2023 season, Jamaica's, of course, Rochelle Clayton, at the, I think, second to last hurdle. The rest, as they say, was history. Clayton was the fourth fastest over the women's 400-meter hurdles thus far with her time of 54.20. Ahead of Andrenette, who's the fifth fastest with 54.20, and Shiann Salmon is in the ninth position with her time of 54.42. Shiann Salmon did win the women's 400-meter hurdles at the recently held Racers Grand Prix at the National Stadium in fine style. But honestly, people, we could not find that footage. And if you don't know, you should be told that we cannot show you footage from the ongoing national trials as it's going on. Our channel will get a copyright strike, and which will end up causing us to lose our channel. So we can't show you that at this point in time. Now, in this recent Diamond League, it was Clayton, then Shiann, then Genevieve Russell, who came second, third, and fourth.
Number three, Salmon
not quite as sweet, but close
over the hurdle there at the end.
We're looking pretty good in the women's 400-meter hurdles. Now, Andrenette herself has been racking up the wins, as we told you earlier. She enters the finals, which happens tomorrow in the women's 400-meter hurdles, with the fastest time. Her most recent win was at the Music City Track Festival, where she successfully defended her title that she won in 2022 in the women's 400-meter hurdles. I should correct myself. Her most recent overseas win, obviously she just won in this heat.
Clean start for the final time tonight at the 2023 Music City Track Carnival, where Andrenette of Jamaica leads this field of 400-meter hurdlers. And Knight out very quickly as they race under the trees in the shade down there on the backstretch. Knight looking very smooth and calm as she powers away for the rest of this field, middle of the track, making up the stagger on everybody in this field with the exception of Michelle Smith, way out there on the outside in lane number 7. Knight with a couple of steps on Deshae Wise there in 3, the closest to her. But this is all Andrenette of Jamaica, making a very difficult event look very, very easy. Here in the summer sun of Music City, Andrenette will be your winner in the 400-meter hurdles. As we check the time, 54 points.
Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Hopefully, this year, Andrenette will have an opportunity to redeem herself from last year's disaster. Andrenette did last year have the fastest time as a Jamaican coming into the then 2022 national trials. Her pacing in this instance was brilliant. Her timing was brilliant. Her tactic in this instance was effective. However, one cannot underestimate Rochelle Clayton. She is the fourth fastest woman in the world so far. Now, of course, I concede none of these women are at the level of Femme Cabal of the Netherlands or the USA's Sydney McLaughlin. However, I think going into tomorrow's finals, this is going to be a hard race to call. Shiann Salmon did win here recently at the Racers Grand Prix and looked quite good doing so, and looked very, very solid running today. I don't think she pushed herself. But again, Rochelle Clayton could simply be playing possum and, of course, managing her rounds, because remember, the finals is actually tomorrow. And this is the 800-meter hurdles. This is the 400-meter hurdles, which is the equivalent, I think, of running an 800-meter. This takes a lot out of you. So Clayton, who is very experienced, could simply be biding her time and just wanted to get through. So maybe it is a possibility that Shiann Salmon might have done too much, but I believe her recent win at the National Trials, the Racers Grand Prix, has boosted her self-confidence. Not to mention Andrenette Knight, who has racked up several significant runs and wins, plus season's best over 2 or 3 races. So this is going to be, I would say, a race between these three. I'm not knocking Genevieve Russell. I could be wrong, but I really think the race is actually between Shiann Salmon, Andrenette Knight, and Rochelle Clayton. I mean, I have no idea what your thoughts are on this, but I just think, based on what I saw today, it's going to be between these three ladies. Salmon looks confident, strong, great tactic, was able to take down the great Rochelle Clayton. Clayton could simply be biding her time, as I said a few moments ago, and just, coasting, making sure that she gets through to the finals, managing her rounds better. And Andrenette Knight, we know, she has something to prove given what happened to her last year. So this is going to be a humdinger, so to speak. And I think you should make sure you tune in to that finals in the women's 400-meter hurdles tomorrow. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but I see these three women as the ones battling for that coveted space. Now, not knocking Genevieve Russell in this instance, she's a remarkable talent and one of our favorites, but I just don't know if she's at that point yet in her prep. She's been looking good in her races and looking better and better, but I just think these three ladies at this point in time are in a better are further along in their prep for the 2023 season. So it's going to be one of these three young ladies. I don't know. I mean, I think logistically one should say Rochelle Clayton, but the other two they look pretty good and pretty dangerous. So I'm not even going to attempt to predict. Who do you think of the three will win? Or do you think I'm completely wrong and it is going to be Genevieve Russell or someone else who's going to take it? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. Honestly, I can't tell you, but I think it's going to be one of the three. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, your royals, kings, and queens. Bless up!